Okay, Jokic dropped another 40-point game in a loss. They never win when he scores a ton of points. So I see why you are coming around on Jokic. He's like LeBron, where he could only win when his teammates hit the big shots.
Yeah, I've always said it's very unfair that LeBron's teammates are allowed to make shots. It's such a dumb take. It's just, and that's not dumb by you. I understand the producers write the questions, but the idea that LeBron James, who has more playoff buzzer beaters and more playoff game winners than any player in NBA history, that he can only win when his teammates hit shots is just such a straw man nonsense that they knew would get me angry. By the way, hey, show the control room again real quick if you could, please. Cuz I do remember something from the last time we saw you guys. Hey Daniel, where's your broom, buddy? Where's your broom? Oh, yeah, that doesn't... Yeah, no, dude, don't put it down. Because, I've been talking behind the scenes. Gabe thought I was being a little harsh, saying that your job's on the line in these finals. Daniel, the Nuggets fan who trolled me in the group chat, and Gabe said we can't do that. So I said, you know what? Instead of, threatening the employment, let's just add to the responsibilities. And since the guy seems to like brooms so much, I figure when everyone goes home for the day, you can sweep up after the team. You can help everybody out. Waving that broom in my face, going into the finals, thinking the Denver Nuggets were going to become the first team in NBA. That was the other insane thing about the commentary. And then we'll get to the Jokic question, sorry. About the commentary all across media on Friday about a sweep. No team in NBA history has ever swept the final two rounds of the playoffs. No team ever has gone conference finals, sweep, and yet folks were ready to just start handing over the LOB to the Denver Nuggets and saying it was going to be a quick series. Not going to be a quick series. All right, what's the Jokic question?
What does it say about him that Miami would rather take their chances letting him score?
I don't think it says anything about him. I think it's actually, well, it does. I think it's a compliment to him. Because there are so many downstream effects from everyone being involved. First of all, you play more confident and locked in and attention to detail defensively when you are making shots. So Michael Porter Jr.'s defense would have been more attentive. I think KCP's defense would have been less frenetic if they had been hitting shots. But they weren't, and that affects different players in different ways. And because of that, Jokic's passing is the thing that unlocks Denver's offense to next level production. I had this tweet. Your mom is so funny, by the way. Sorry, I'll finish the thought in a moment.
What?
Your mom just texted me. Hey, what's the address to that plant spot? Crying emoji, sorry. I know you're doing your show and stuff. Like, she's the best. I tweeted out this stat, and I understand that Eric Spoelstra attempted to tamp down on this talk, but I think it's very relevant. The Denver Nuggets this year in the regular season, when Jokic had double-digit assists, were 34-4. When he didn't, they were 14-17. So when Jokic has 10-plus assists, they are a 72-win caliber team. Would be as good as any team in NBA history. When he doesn't, they're a losing team. And we have seen, I brought this up before the series. I said this should be the strategy. 05 Western Conference Finals, Spurs Suns. Amari Stoudemire averaged 37 a game that series. Popovich was just like, you know what? We're not doubling him. If he scores now he was a very different player. Obviously, a very different player than Jokic. Demonstrably different. But the point was, let him go crazy. Don't let Joe Johnson and Sean Marion and the other shooters, Sean Marion wasn't really a shooter, but kind of turned into one. Don't let them go off. And it worked. They won in 5. This is a sound strategy because it's going to take around 115 to win these games. If Jokic is, quote, only, unquote, creating 50 points, you can live with that. You really can. What you can't live with is when he's creating, scoring, and assisting 60, 65 points like he did in game 1. That's what kills you. So, I do think this is a sound strategy. Do you have a follow-up there, Diora?
Yeah. Is he the only player in NBA history whose kryptonite is scoring 40 points a game?
Well, it's not that it's his kryptonite. I know they're 0-3 this postseason when he scores 40 plus. But there is a level of other great playmakers. Isaiah Thomas was at his best. He could score 40. He was at his best when he was 20 and 10. Steve Nash similarly. At Magic, he could score big numbers, but not with regularity. He had to be passing. Great playmakers and distributors, that is what their secret sauce is. And it wouldn't be shot. So Isaiah, to me, is a good example because Isaiah was just best. The Pistons were best when he was getting everyone involved. Famously, they lost the 43-point finals game when he had 25 and a quarter. They lost, they only lost by a couple, but they lost. So this is not something we've never seen before. We've just never seen it from a center. Hey, thanks for watching. Hit the subscribe button to get more from the show and make sure to click the bell to get notified every time new content drops. Check out full episodes of What's Right wherever you get your podcasts, or just click the link in the description below.